Just got to let you know. Anyway, hi guys, my name is Vuvu and this is Vuvu Vena Reads. If you are new on here, please consider pressing that red subscribe button and the bell next to it to stay notified of whatever may come out on this platform. And if you are a returnee, thank you so very much for joining me once again and welcome back, fam. It is the day after the night before, the day after the morning before, since 5 a.m. is 5 a.m. for some of you, so maybe it's the day after the morning. And yes guys, but all I'm saying is that season 2 came out yesterday, of The Wife, and this is why we are here today, because I made this promise, even though to some degree I'm like, why did you do such a thing? But I did make this promise that I will be coming back with my feedback on season 2 of The Wife, Showmax's The Wife. This is why we're here, so stay tuned.
So Vuvu Vena _reads is an amazing book reviewer, also YouTuber. She reviews books on YouTube, and if I'm not mistaken, she also has a blog as well. So please, if for your connection with literature, get in touch with or follow at VUVUVENA _reads. She is based in South Africa, and I think it is also extremely important to follow literary content creators who are based outside of the West and in continental Africa, because they do a really good job of bridging the gap.
We appreciate you, Vuvu, for bringing us Turning Pages and for bringing us your BookTube channel.
You know, this is a chance for people to actually see some people that I really enjoy.
Please consider pressing the red subscribe button down below, and if you're a returnee, welcome back, fam.
Vuvu, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Alright guys, so before I start on my feelings, views, etc., this is by no means, I just wanted to put it out there, I don't think anybody got confused from the last review that I did of the entire season 1 of Hlomu. I'll put it in the cards up here, but this is by no means like a acting, cinematography, critique channel or whatever, because child, I know nothing about film, okay, except what everybody else knows. And yes, I don't know when they pan the camera, when they zoom, I don't even know who is it the boom swing broom. And yes guys, all in all, I don't know, so I'm here just about the story, and that's all I'm here about, okay? So if you're looking for other kind of critique, this is not the platform. The second thing I want to say is that coming out of season 1, and the spirit in which Dudu carried the promotions of that season, something is kind of lackluster about season 2, right? Like something is just missing a little bit of, it might be me because I haven't been on social, like interacting properly for a bit, and certainly this week I didn't have the time, neither did I have the time last week, so I've missed a lot of things. I'm also not one to watch trailers, promos, etc, etc, but where there is a noise, I am there. I will see the noise even though I might not participate in the noise, if you get what I'm trying to say. And I saw no noise, I saw zero noise, and like I'm saying, the problem could be me, it could be my issue, but perhaps there was some noise, okay? And then let's admit to ourselves, right? I think that Showmax or Stained Glass or whoever makes those decisions made a little bit of an uncalculated decision when it came to giving us a week's break. The thing with things like this is that you have to keep the momentum going. People that I've spoken to have talked about how the novelty has worn off, how the novelty has worn off, and whether or not they had taken that gap, let me just be honest, that I think that towards the end of season 1, a lot of people were answering, child, especially the people who read the books, they were like, yeah, no, this is season 4, I mean this is episode 40, you still expect us to stick around for 80 more episodes, but it's not giving, it's not giving to the degree to which it should be giving. My response to this, right, is that yes, I will not lie. I will not sit here and lie to you guys. Nami, the novelty has worn off. I don't want to lie. I really don't want to lie. But the way I'm so curious about Naledi. Child. I'm sticking around until I see Naledi. If they fumble the bag after Naledi, then peace in the Middle East. But I will definitely be loyal until then, which means then, therefore, these videos will be coming up until then. But I'm sure by the time we see Naledi, because she will be the last of the 120 episodes, if I get it right. So Hlomu was 40, Zandile 40, Naledi is going to be 40. By that time, I might really just finish the whole thing, okay? Like, yeah, I might as well. I'm just thinking out loud. But anyway, into the matter of the day. So season 2 came out, guys. Yeah, Kumbula must jailbreak, prison break, shingdings at the end of season 1, episode 40. Episode 40, nah? So episode 40 happened, and part of episode 40 was the fact that Uzandile is now being broken out of prison, right? So now Umazandi, Uzaza girl, the prettiest of them all, eh? She's broken out. There's a little bit of we need to feel like this was not an easy situation, but in actual fact the Zulus pulled it off, so that's that. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Ushiekile, he's left behind with Hlomu. We all know what happened now with the feathers, I'm pretty sure. So there he was trying to console Hlomu, but consolation became consolation, if you get what I'm trying to say. So so that was dramatic. In fact, season 2 starts off with Ukawe being chased out of the bed, or yeah, by Hlomu. Child, those feathers were even stuck between his butt cheeks. But what about like he's gotta, like, let's not, yeah, we'll leave it at that. So that's what happens at the start of season 2. So we get this new storyline now being brought through, that we all know that at the beginning of season 1, Kawa was the one who saw Hlomu first, right? Fell in love first, and that was that, and Hlomu had made her decision, and that was respected. And then Jiggy Jiggy, episode 40, when he was there to console, but he ended up consoling, he thinks that because Hlomu knew that he was harboring these emotions towards her, that this meant something more than what it meant. And whereas Hlomu was on some my one and only, who I've only cheated on twice, the guy's like, please, my Zulu is non-existent, so whenever you hear me trying to speak Zulu when talking about the wife, excuse me, it's unplanned, yeah? But anyway, she's on some, this is my guy, soulmate, love of my life, husband that I've cheated on twice, né? Who beats me whenever he's got time, you know? Lo, who's got a tracker in my watch, that I have chosen with all the power of free will that I possess. This is the person that I've chosen, and it will never be you. How dare you try and make me confused? So that's the storyline now happening. Kawe is pining over Hlomu's on some peace out, nigga. Peace. Assistant gain. So enter Zandile the Resolute. I will admit that her appearances in season 1 were really not so great for me. I mean, I know people enjoyed that prison visit scene that she had with Gosana. I wasn't impressed. I'm so sorry. And I'm not even a Kanyimba or hater or stan. I really don't mind her at all. But I was not moved. But I will say that season 2, I feel like she's bringing it, right? And it's similar to what I had said about Hlomu, in the sense that I feel like a lot of the communication in her role is going to be about what you see written on her face, her facial expressions, her body language, etc., more than what she says with her mouth. And I think that, like I'm saying, that's a mark of true acting, because it transcends audibility, and anyone who has emotions will be able to identify that emotion when it comes to play. Okay, so I'm very happy with her so far. There is a twist in the story in terms of how it happened in the book and how it's happening now. Obviously in the book she wasn't broken out of jail, number one. Number two, I'm not sure what they're trying to do with substituting her with another person, right? I forget the lady's name. There is a new lady that they've introduced who is now Zandile in jail, you know? I don't know. I've seen her around, but like I'm saying, I don't watch South African stuff, but I've seen her face. I don't know what her name is. I will try and find her picture, but I don't know what I'm going to search for. But if I do find it, I'll put it up here. If I don't, I apologize. And then now this led to the actual Zandile having to change her name. This was not, it's not true to the books, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. You know, are we watching Zandile or are we watching Spakazi? Like, Spooky, Mazaza, who be it? Otherwise, the reactions that she received from the kids when she got to meet them were genuine. Her interaction with Hlomu was pretty genuine. Absolutely love that Mandisa is still there. And for some reason, the one thing that stuck to me actually in these 3 episodes is how, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but how sex plays out in Ngoba and Mandisa's relationship. So far it looks like Mandisa withholds sex as punishment, and for Ngoba it almost feels like it's not as big a deal, maybe I'm not phrasing this correctly, as what Zandile would have it be. And for me, it's not me, it's just me making statements, right? I'm not placing judgment on who's right or who's wrong. It's just what I've observed. And it's quite interesting, that dynamic, because as soon as, for example, Zandile comes out of prison, we see a physical and intimate interaction between her and Nkosana. We all know that Hlomu, well, she can be physical on girls and boys, like we've come to learn, hey? According to stained glass, she can be physical. We know Umqoqi is always playing around, you know, with him being a panty dropper and stuff. So I wonder what it is in that specific relationship, Kangoba no Mandisa, but I'm sure we'll come to see what they're trying to tell us. Okay, so also then talking about Umqoqi, I like the fact that they're now giving them more screen time, them being Umqoqi no Sambulo. Something very interesting in terms of conversation happened between Umqoqi, Sambulo and Nkosana. And I think that what that ends up developing into will be something quite interesting in the storyline. Trying to see if I'm forgetting anything. I loved not seeing Mansundu and Celias Jonga, and my heart was bouncing. Even as sleepy as I was so happy. And then there is the enemies. Of course, we couldn't be spared the enemies. Now, by now, we all know that they followed them when they were trying to go dump the commissioner's wife's body in a swine pit. They interrogated the guy that was standing guard at the pit, and it came out that the Zulus had killed the commissioner's wife. Okay, so I'm not gonna do these things, guys, without any spoilers. There's no way that I can have these conversations with you if I'm to reserve certain things from what we've watched. So please, if you feel like I've spoiled too much, please can you in the future watch the three episodes and come back to the video. It doesn't matter when, because I'm only loading these only every Friday, right? So they've killed the commissioner's wife in season 1, and the Majolas had followed them to the swine pits. They're now interrogating the guy that stands guard, and he confesses that this is what happened. And then automatically, Pinky and the Brain, they decided which is the best route. For one, they felt like use it as blackmail. For the other, they felt like get these people arrested so that we can just own the whole thing. Association, yes, I mean, who wouldn't want all the routes, right? So they end up telling the commissioner. The commissioner does arrest the Zulus. For me, as soon as they were arrested, I had this thing in my heart on some Bazalala la tonight, as in their home. I am not moved by that scene. I am not convinced by it. I am not feeling any threat towards this brotherhood. I have nothing in me that feels like these people will be in jail for months. I just feel like bazafika jail bapume and then life will proceed, you know. I will say that Kanyimbao Zandile does act out the trauma of and the fear of being caught as an escapee quite well. So I don't know why she is hiding in plain sight, because I mean her features are, it's not like she's an ordinary looking person, but anyway, we'll see how that plays out. I would have assumed that you wouldn't hide her in plain sight if you had broken her out, but that's just me, okay. Also her dislike towards Hlomu is quite, it's there, right, in the interaction, the tension, you feel it. Then there is Hlomu meeting with xoxo at the end. Ne? That's the last thing that I want to talk about. Hlomu pregnant, guys. Hlomu. Because why else is she fainting there? Why is she fainting there during Kawe's lyrical love confession? Pregnant, Lord. That person is pregnant, and mark my words, it's triplets. The one is Sandiles, the other is Peles, the last one is Thomas. I will leave it there for now until next week. Please, next time maybe I should do it, like create some ambience, you know, so that you can bring your drink and stuff, because it is us talking about the Zulu as battle about, okay? That's the truth of the matter. Otherwise, let me not ramble. Thank you so very much for joining me. Truly appreciate it whenever you spend time with me, and until next time, I love you guys very, very much. Bye now.